Hey there, my name is Kenneth van Messem, founder of High Performance Coaching. And before we start, I want to congratulate you for taking action. Because let's be honest, most people, they want a better body, they want a stronger relationship, they want a more successful business, but that's what it is. It's wanting, it's wishing, it's hoping. They never really take the time to take action, to go ahead and actually handle the damn thing. But you're here, so that tells me that you are committed to making a change, and I'm really looking forward to take you through this guide. That being said, because for me, time is so important, it's all that we have. I do want to take you through a quick overview first, just to know what you can expect, and more importantly, what you can get out of it as well. So as you see on the first slide, today we're going to talk about high performance coaching, and our first pillar will be movement. Why that is something that we'll discuss in a later slide. But first of all, like I said, we're going for the overview. So this one. And what we're going to talk about is, first of all, what is high performance? Because I find that there is a lot of miscommunication, misunderstanding about it. So I want to be perfectly clear with you what it is that we do, what we're after, what we can provide. And I will also go into the next one where I go over, okay, who is this for? Who will benefit from this approach? If you feel like, okay, that is very interesting, that speaks to me, this is for me, then we will go over what you can gain from this. And then we get down to the technical stuff. Then we'll go over the 4 high performance pillars, which are movement, nutrition, mindset, and recovery. That being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right in. So high performance, before we start, we want to define what it is. And the definition that you see here is one that I learned from Brendon Burchard. Maybe somebody you have already heard of, but what he says high performance is, I think it's perfect, so that's why we use it here, is succeeding above and beyond the standard norms consistently and over the long term. And there are very important key components here. So let's break that down first. Succeeding above and beyond the standard norm. It means that you will go the extra mile. It means that your results are better than most others. It means that you put in the extra hours, the extra work to get to that next level. This can be in business. This can be as an athlete. This can be as a magician. It separates you from the pack. It's you're already 1, 2, maybe 3 steps ahead. Also important is the next part, consistently. What I mean by that is a lot of people, how they handle life is they have a goal, they become obsessed, they drive at it, and then for some reason something happens and they don't focus on it anymore. So they quit doing what they wanted to do. We see this all the time with New Year's resolutions, for example. People have very, very ambitious goals. Oh, I want to lose 10 kilograms and I want to do this, I want to do that. They go really, really hard for 2 weeks and then they're tired or they forget or whatever, but they don't perform, they don't do the actions that they were doing. So it's not consistent, which means it's not high performance. If you have a fluke, if you have like a very good sales month, that's not high performance. Consistently and over the long term. So these two kind of go hand in hand, because over the long term means that one good month, if that becomes 12 good months and we can continue that process, that's high performance. But there's another layer here. And it's something that we see a lot happening in these days. And I'm talking about burnout, just medical issues because of stress at work, because of not having enough capacity to handle the things that you want to do. And it's something that needs to be taken care of. So when we talk long-term, it means not just a year, not 2 years, but it's something that you can consistently do for over 10 plus years. So maybe right now you are thinking, man, I don't know how I can keep up with this pace that I'm doing. I'm not sure in 5 years if I'll still be able to do it. That's something that we're going to handle here. We're going to give you a concrete action plan which you can easily implement into your routine from today, so that you can start building up and create that capacity to last 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So that definition is where everything is based. Every high performance pillar will be based on this definition, and we will make sure that it is something that you can do, that we will match with your current situation as well. That being said, who is this for? From the definition, you already can feel like, okay, we have to be a high performer. So either way, we are a high performer, we are ahead of the curve, but we feel like we kind of lose it in other areas of our life. What I noticed in the last 15 years that I do this job is that a lot of successful business people, or even a lot of successful athletes and performers, they tend to be very, very good in one thing, and all their focus goes to that one thing. So the business person who has like $1 million in the bank, who has a fancy yacht, big fancy house, that might look really successful, but behind the screen there are like 6 ex-wives. His body is failing, his health is failing, and it's actually not as great as most people think it is. So what do we want to do here is we want to help you excel in every area of your life. That means we're going to take care of your body, which is the absolute foundation of your life. We're going to look at business. How is your business impacting your body, your mindset, your stress, everything that is involved in that area? And next to it, we're going to talk about balance. So how can we balance everything? And last one, the being, is where we will go deeper and deeper into the legacy. So what is the legacy you want to leave behind? What is your purpose? So we'll also work with that. Now, in short, there are two sorts of people that actually do this program. And the first is, like I said, the high performer. So you are successful in what you're doing. You are successful in maybe 1 or 2 of those areas, but the other 2, they just lack the results. You might not have the relationship you want. You might not have the body you want. And that's a shame, because you know what to do. You did it in one area. We just need to copy it to the other areas. The other one that might benefit from high performance coaching is the person that wants to be a high performer. So if you look honestly at your own life and you say, okay, I'm doing pretty good, but I'm not quite there yet, that's the person that we're going to help get to the next level. So you might say, okay, on average, I can juggle all the balls. It's pretty good. I got a 5 and a 6 out of 10 on each section. Okay, good, but that's not high performance. High performance is 8, 9, 10. So we need to get those numbers up. We have different options for both, but that's not important right now. Right now, we will just go into what you can already use. So what we will do is we will cover the 4 high performance pillars, which are movement, nutrition, mindset, and recovery. And when we go deep into those areas, we just find that it has a big impact on every area of our lives. So it will get a great ROI in business. The time that you put into this will have a financial result as well. It will have a positive impact on your relationship, and of course on your health, on your body, which will also be increased vitality, better mindset, all that awesome stuff. And how that we do that is we will give you proven strategies and tools that you can easily implement today, so you can take absolute control over your health, body, and life. Good. You sit through the intro, you're still here. Awesome. Let's get started. So the first pillar is going to be movement.